We are seeking permission to expand Heathrow and build a runway, but before we do, we want to make better use of our existing 2 runways. One of the ways to do this is to introduce a new arrivals procedure. When planes are landing and taking off towards the west, we normally use one runway for arrivals and one for departures. This is to provide a break from aircraft noise for communities living under the final approach into Heathrow. But when it gets busy, aircraft must wait in holding stacks until they are able to land. So sometimes, under certain conditions, aircraft are allowed to use both runways for arrivals. When this happens, the aircraft land in a diagonally spaced formation. This is so they are kept a certain distance apart for safety reasons. New satellite-based technology means that this diagonal spacing is no longer required, so we can land planes side by side instead. This is perfectly safe, and it's done in many other airports, such as San Francisco and Atlanta. This means we can land aircraft more efficiently during busy times and recover more quickly from delays, meaning that we would be less likely to spill over into the nighttime period. In order to land planes more efficiently, we need new flight paths from the holding stacks to the runways for the small number of planes that land on the departure runway during busy times. These new flight paths need to fit into Heathrow's existing airspace without affecting current flight paths. You've just seen the proposed airspace changes we need to make for our existing 2 runways. For an expanded Heathrow with the new runway, we are also seeking permission to change all our flight paths. Some planes will continue to fly over areas that are already overflown, as well as some new areas that may not have been flown over in the past. To design any of the new flight paths we've talked about, we first have to come up with design envelopes. These are geographic areas that divide up the sky to show where it is possible to position new flight paths. Each design envelope will eventually have 1 or more flight paths going through it, but that will come later. We want to ask you about the local factors you think we should consider. This will help us position the new flight paths to and from Heathrow. We can't avoid individual houses, but we want to find out about local factors that you think we should know about. We won't be able to avoid everything you tell us about, but it will provide us with a better understanding of your local area, which will help us design our future flight paths. These flight paths are likely to be in place for many years to come, so it's important that you tell us what we need to consider. Read on to find out more, and don't forget to have your say.